Alright, this is ELH4X4 doing stuff. This will be part two of swapping the differential. So in this video, we're going to go and take all the stuff off of our replacement differential that's off of a Bronco of the same year or same time, whatever that's called, spread of time. I don't know. What am I talking about? Bronco used the same during certain years as the F-150 is what I'm trying to say. So this is out of a Bronco. Our differential does not have an anti-sway bar. We got to take the brake cables off of the original differential and probably a wheel cylinder and a brake line. So what we're going to do in this video is prep the replacement axle to go inside of this vehicle. So I'm just soaking everything down with my mixture. Another thing I noticed here is the drive shaft, the pinion, the yoke. That's what it was. I couldn't remember what it was called in the last video. The yoke is different. So we're going to have to swap those out also. But I just got everything soaking in penetrating oil and getting ready to disassemble. And I might even want to do the wheel bearings and seals. I got all new hardware, as we seen in the other video. All new hardware, brake shoes. We'll check out the wheel cylinders. If the seals look good but the cylinders are rusty, we'll hone them out and try to repair those. Don't really want to spend more money than we have to if I can kind of refurbish stuff, because we're doing it on the cheap. All right, let's get this sway bar off. How's that look? So interesting, bosses for these plates. Let me show you one that's actually on frame. The bosses for those plates are also on this as well. It's interesting. So we could put a sway bar on the F150, but you ain't got time for that. All right, what's next? Oh, a 27 millimeter. is the other one gonna fit? Let's find out. So you're seeing it, and I'm seeing it. No surprises. It fits. All right. I'm debating on changing. Is that in frame? No. I'm debating on changing that speed sensor out. I got to get into the differential and see if it's the pickup ring in there is the same, and or if it has a part number on it. See if it's the same. Got to get this other differential spun around. But good news on that. See, I forgot the name of it already. The yoke, the pinion yoke. That's awesome that fits. I'm just going to take this junction block. It was in the previous video, I take it off. So you guys already know how to do that. All right, so this one's seized into the junction block, so we'll just use this one. I'll clean the threads up and put some PTFE on it, so that'll be good to go. I'm just going to go remove the brake lines. I already broke them loose earlier. I mean, we could have reused it, but it has kinks. Let's get you in frame here. It has kinks in the line. It's just easier just to swap them out. And go get a screwdriver, pry these little mounting. We'll use a chisel. Go. Wipe the brake fluid that leaked off so it doesn't ruin the paint. All right, I think next what we're going to do is we're going to pop some I'm going to pop the brakes off and inspect the wheel cylinders. I do have a video on brakes for the F150. So since I'm not going to be reusing a hardware, I'm going to do it unconventional. But I will leave the other side alone when it comes time to put it back together. That way I can go over to that side and have a reference. You know, I even went to the parts store and I had that multi-brake tool, and I was debating on buying it, and I'm like, nah, when will I ever use it? And here we are. All right, so what doesn't come in the kit is the star adjuster. So hold on to that. And it is side specific. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it'll have an L. Is that in the frame? You'll have an L for left and an R for right. Be careful with that too, because we're probably going to have to reuse that also. It does have pins. And what it doesn't have is the automatic adjuster guide. So hold on to that. You see that? You didn't see that action. All I did was pull back on the spring and slide it out of the adjusting arm. Brake pads don't look too bad. I mean, as far as like thickness. All right, I think we're going to have to actually take the wheel cylinders off to inspect them. Well, I can tell you right now that it's not moving. We'll still take it off and I might be able to repair it, or I'll just use one off of the old one, not the damaged side. That side's still good. Will this side move? We can't get there yet. Well, let's see what the availability of this is. You may just get new ones. And I'm gonna, maybe you can hear this, but there is I mean, back and forth's okay, but the up and down, let's see the other side. I don't know if you guys picked that up or not. So we may do wheel bearings also. Yeah, we'll do wheel bearings also. I guess for now, we can remove the emergency brake cable. Hold on to your brake cylinder bolts because they may not come with new ones. Alright, so hold on to that spreader bar. I don't know what that's called, but it's for the emergency brake. The star adjuster. The guide for the cable. Oh, isn't that something? I think we need to keep the cable also. What did I do with that? Did I launch that somewhere? I'll find it. There it is. All right, emergency brake cable. All right, so maybe I can just just don't understand. I think that's it. Yeah. I mean, that's a shame. These are nice brake cables. Emergency brake line, but it's exposed there. Alright, next thing we got to do is get inside the differential itself. I'll see you in a minute. This is a junkyard differential, so I don't know what the mileage was, and I did explain that to the owner. I didn't get the rear end. The guy that blew out the original one was the one that got the rear end. I know somebody has been in it because this tag is usually somewhere down around this area. And if there's no differential gasket and it's just RTV, then we know somebody's been in it. But this tag right here, somebody can pull info off of that That would be cool. Did you see that? S814P, Sierra, 814 Papa, 55889011. So is that 8.8 inch ring gear? I don't know. Well, it did have a gasket on it, just in conjunction with RTV. We do have gear oil in that. I'm going to drain that out and then we'll inspect the gears together. Let's go through this experience together. Success or complete failure. I'm going to get a magnet. The gear oil doesn't look bad. I mean, that is kind of... There's a little bit of... metal on that. Powder, I don't see any large chunks. Yeah, what would be awesome now is if something let go and this fell, and yeah, that would be great. Perfect. Just powder. Yeah, there were some larger flakes. Do see a little flake. I don't know what that is. Right down there. Can you see that? Let's take a nope, of course not. Alright, we're gonna have to let this thing down a little bit because the jammed up a little bit. We gotta watch that housing. Okay, there's that ring gear, tone ring, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's take a look at the spider gears. See a little chip in one. Look at the play in that. We're looking at the ring now. Or are you? Okay. we already made a full revolution there. Alright. And the pinion, I was spinning the pinion around, and while you guys were looking at the ring, and I didn't see anything jumping out. So I mean, this thing's wore out, no doubt. And there's a little bit of play in the ring and the pinion. All right. I mean, we assessed that it is a junkyard rear, so. All right, so we're going to remove the axle. We got everything all cleaned up. It's 8mm bolt that holds the shaft in place, that keeps the axle from moving in, which in turn holds a C-clip. Alright, it looked like the little shaft moved kind of easily. Alright. Huh. Just push one side in. I'm literally looking for the magnet. Okay, there's that little C-clip that holds the axle into the housing. Reason why we're doing this is because I want to get outer bearings. There is some wear on that. I'm sure there's a part number on there. I can't read it because I don't have my glasses. Anyway. A little scarred up, but we can touch that up. I'll go get the bearing puller. Alright, so I'm using this bearing service kit. Let me go get it for you. Pneumatic rear axle bearing puller service kit, and a slide hammer. And a slide hammer is from a different kit. Butter. Torrington bearing, and I can't see that number. You guys can, maybe. All right, so this is what we're dealing with as far as the play. That's a lot. So I want to suggest getting axles also. So axles and bearings. All right, I'm not fully assembling. I'm just putting it back together just a little bit so I can slap the tires on, because I live in a HOA and I don't need them harassing me about having vehicles up on cinder blocks and whatnot. So I'm just throwing this thing in real quick, and when we get right back into it, we're going to be going over installing the wheel bearings, the seal, and that's really pretty much it. And then we'll go through the final button up.